Hello everybody, welcome back to Brower Towers and Tech. You might see double vision here. Well, if you've watched both of my videos so far on the channel, this being the third, you may have noticed something last video when we did our RTX voice. I had a GTX 60 put into this machine over here, and this is the computer we built for our very first video on our first channel build. You can see they're very similar machines. They both have 16 gigabytes of 1600 frequency DDR3, 650 watt power supplies, X79 motherboards. This is the One-on-Z Deluxe, and this is the Jingsha P3. Remember, we built this one, and this one I didn't even mention that we were using that one to do the RTX voice. The reason I had to use this one to do the RTX voice and not this one is because this one didn't turn on. We just built it, we used it for a week, and then it didn't turn on. I've built a lot of computers. That's never happened. So today's video, we're going to try to fix it. And if we just plug it in and try to turn it on, then we'll do something else. But this is probably going to be a troubleshooting video. And those of you that have had issues with your computers not turning on, maybe some of the steps we go over will be valuable to you. And we're recording back on the laptop, so sorry for the frame rate. I'd like to be recording on this thing that we built, but these things happen. What a perfect opportunity to make a video. So let's get in there, let's try a bunch of things, and let's see if we can make it work again. All right, first step in our troubleshoot was we just tried a new cable. This cable here is, I don't believe, the same one as I used in the video, or the time where I tried to make the video. It didn't turn on. That cable worked in that unit, but who knows? But we've switched that out, and oh, we have to make sure that we activate the PSU and push the button, and that's what happened before. It just flashed one time, and we can push the power button again, click and hold, nothing, hit the reset button. Yeah, and that's all that's happening, is just one quick flash. So we might have a bad PSU. It's brand new out of the box, so we can try turn the power supply off. There is ways to drain the battery. We'll just click and hold the power button. Drain all the juice out of there. Turn that back on. One more try. That's all we're getting. One quick flash. All right, no code on the motherboard reader. So my bet is on the power supply just being faulty out of the box, but there's lots of things we can try. So first things, we're going to remove all the memory except for one stick. Just the tabs. Oh, there we go. Up and below. And we'll leave one in. We're going to leave, and then we're going to diagnose. Sorry, you'll forgive me. I'm not used to working while holding a camera. Good catch. I left the PSU on. I should not have done that. Nothing new. Okay. So this memory stick, we're just going to move it. Oh my, that shot right out of there. Whew. We're going to move it over a slot. And just go with 4 gigs of memory. I'm sorry, I'm not recording anything. That stupid fan, now my finger's in the way. And it's terrible lighting. That didn't sound good, did it? Did I just wreck that? Who knows? Sure doesn't look right. Hit the power button. It's not even trying. So I don't think we have a memory, but I would have to take a different stick and, try a different stick in every one of those individual DIMMs. That's DIMM 3 and 4 and DIMM 1 and 2 over here. This is DIMM 1 over here. Can't even barely get my hand in there, never mind a camera. Alright, get in there. Okay, I had to put the thing down. I will be right back. Okay, so that was an unmitigated disaster. I took a memory stick, not like this one, just like this one, and I just took one stick and I individually seated them in the memory DIMMs. And then when I got no change, I grabbed a different stick and I repeated the process, starting at 1. After off camera, I did start properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, according to this motherboard, and nothing changed. So I really don't think the memory is the problem here. We're probably looking at a bad PSU. So their next step was to, I'm doing easiest stuff first, clear the Cmos. So in this motherboard, there's a little battery holder right there hidden under the graphics card. On this motherboard, which is similar, it's also hidden under the graphics card, but it's here instead of over there. Similar motherboards, but I pop that out. You leave it out for 30 seconds to a minute. And some motherboards will have a button that you can press. This one didn't, so I've done that. So I'm going to try to get that in on camera because it's hidden. Oh, wow. That was way too easy. So I've done that. That's another check. PSU. Same thing. Flash. Okay. So now we have to try a different component. What we can try is disconnecting all of our hard drives from the PSU and motherboard. This one I can access from the front side. The other one I can only get at from the back because we have that 256 solid state boot drive and a 1 terabyte backup for storage. Not backup, but just storage drive. There's other easier things I can do too, is we can reseat the, turn this off, reseat the motherboard power cables, which like I said, I've never had a computer never turn on for me after a week or ever, honestly. If they don't turn on, it's from day one. So that's back in there. And then there's a CPU one. Oh man, you can't see up in there very good. Ah, I'm caught. I'm caught. Ah, ah, ah. All right. I was just looking for, oh, there it is. One sec. There it is. So in there, we've got a CPU 8-pin connector. I'll get in there. And you know what? I need both hands again. I got to take that memory out so I can get my fingers in there. So that's going to take a while, but I'm going to reseat that just like I did that one over there. Okay, we've reseated the power and the CPU power pins. That's kind of bright. Give that thing power. Same thing, just a flash. So it is looking to me at this point like a bad CPU, but there's still a couple things. We can reseat the graphics card and even try a different PCIe slot with it. We can also take our cooler off, reseat our CPU, and then after that, well, let's disconnect the drives first. That's going to be easy. I got to take the back panel off, so give me another minute. Okay, we've moved to a straight hard transplant. I did try reseating the R9 graphics card. Even pulled it out, tried to turn it on without the graphics card because it should boot up and just failed to post or show anything. Nothing, same effect. So now we're just using a donor brand new EVGA 500B power supply out of the box. It does not meet the minimum power requirements for the R9 Fury under stress, but we're not stressing it. We're just turning it on to do a troubleshoot. So let's take that out and move our power cord up there. Oh, one hand. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't give away my surprise for the coming weeks behind the project room table. So let's just turn it on, or at least try to. Oh, dummy. Hey, we got lights. We got things happening. Motherboard cycle. Easier. That's good. Oh, and I've already got it back. So we have a bad power supply. We have all of our memory still showing up. Everything good. Dates way off. But that's a bad VS650 Corsair power supply out of the box. Not a good look, Corsair. I got less than 2 weeks out of that thing. All I did is download Call of Duty Warzone and Fortnite, and if that's enough to kill it, I mean, Call of Duty Warzone is way too big. That game needs to be 1/3 the size or smaller. But anyway, well, Call of Duty Modern Warfare with Warzone, excuse me. Anyway, so now we got to swap out that power supply. I've got more 650s around here, which are more than enough for the R9 Fury. We'll probably go with, geez, I'm looking around. I got tons of 600s. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Nah, you'll stay in there. I do have more 650s around here. If not, I'll use a 750 or a 700. But well, anyways, that sucks. 2 weeks out of that thing. Hopefully I have the box, so we're going to do the warranty process on that. If I can. If not, I'm going to buy another one and just take the packaging and return it with... Now, I mean, I can definitely use it. Not, maybe that's not the smartest, buying another one of the thing that failed out of the box, but... So that's my troubleshoot of the power supply issue of the computer that wouldn't turn on. First power supply I've ever had that crapped out. And to me, that it happened in 2 weeks is pretty wild. So if you saw anything you liked, please give the video a like. Or if you saw something you didn't like, you can dislike it too. Comment, subscribe for more of this stuff. And if you know of more troubleshooting techniques for computers that won't turn on that you think I didn't go over, because I'm sure there's some, go ahead and write them in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.